The second book we're going to be talking about is much more underground indie something. This is something that a fan recommended to me via Twitter, and I just happened to be near Amazon. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy it, knowing very little about it.
You were near Amazon?
I was near Amazon. I was on the Congo. No. It's called Britten and Brulightly, and it's from a first-time writer named Hannah Berry.
Oh, interesting.
And I
Sorry,
think
were you on Apple's website and you realized Apple?
it's really near.
This is really close to Amazon. A-P-A-M.
I was on Amazoo.
You was, Amazon just the next stop.
One letter away.
Sorry.
It's all right. Anyway, so first-time artist, so artist and writer, single person made the whole thing. Hannah Berry is her name, and it's a British noir mystery in the style of Agatha Christie almost, very kind of Poirot, and it's about this very odd little man who is a private investigator, and he has seen some dark days, and for some reason is speaking to a teabag. You're a teabag, ass bag. No, speaking to
It's like, wait, what? What did I say?
Speaking to a teabag to kind of, we don't really know why, honestly.
Yep.
I won't try to explain it. But it's a mystery, and it is, he's a private investigator, and a dark and sexy woman comes into his, I mean, it's very noir tropes.
Femme fatale.
Yes, exactly. I know you like noirs, mysteries.
You're noir.
I think it's interesting to take a comic book and make this kind of story out of it. What do you think?
Recurring theme in this week's episode, for me.
You went to your testicle
because
Flipping the pages made him nauseous.
because once again, I didn't know what to get out of this experience that I have not already gotten out of all the other noir stories. The art is phenomenal. Reading this comic, more so than any other, I didn't feel as if I was reading a comic. I felt like I was watching an animated film, like playing in my mind. The art is very, very European. Reminds me of like Triplets to Belleville.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, and seeing this large format is really enjoyable. I almost want to see more comics that way. But story-wise, I mean, if you love film noir, you should definitely read this comic. It is for fans of the genre. It does not supersede the genre.
You're always saying that.
Yeah.
That's
my
your
thing.
It's his thing.
Yeah.
If it doesn't supersede, that's what he says.
Transcend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed this comic. I thought, maybe it's because I haven't had as much in the way of interest in noir as a genre that I didn't get this really, and I said genre to be funny, not because I don't know how to pronounce genre. Because all of a sudden I was like, nobody said anything about that.
You say that a lot, so that's your thing.
Yeah, but I do genre when I say it, which usually is pretty clear what I'm doing, or I'm having a stroke. Stroke
yes,
joke. Gotta love stroke jokes. So I actually really enjoyed this. I think you're right that it was like watching an anime. Yeah,
God,
he had a little.
God just hated me. I actually did get a pain like right here.
All right, let him talk.
All right, I'm sorry.
You can't.
He's having a freaking
I was like
full body
joke.
exam over here.
Jokes.
It's like giving himself a.
So so I agree with you. It was like watching an animated movie. Like you didn't actually feel like you were reading a comic, and it flies. It really does fly. And there's some really interesting moments in it that, like him waking up after having this experience that you don't even get to see.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, of course, that's like the best way to describe how crazy that must have been. Because if he doesn't, why do you get to remember it? You know what I mean? Like, it's just some great touches. I thought the story really flowed very well. I started when the teabag showed up. I was a little bit like, okey-dokey. Well, how is this going to be explained? And then halfway through, I was like, really? You're not going to explain it? Because that is fucked up. And then by the end, I was like, nah, it's just a teabag he talks to. I don't need an explanation. It's perfect.
I love that. That's great.
So I really actually enjoyed it a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it too. It's not a life-changing experience. It's just this really wonderful, short little story.
Yeah.
And it's very dark and very interesting, and it's dense. In order to follow the intricacies of the mystery, I found myself going back pages and going, oh, that's when we found that out, and that's when we, and I love that. I love mysteries, and oddly, I don't read mystery novels, but I enjoy a well-spun mystery yarn.
I'm shocked that this is her first writing and drawing of her own book, because it seemed like.
And it is beautiful. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
definitely.
It's a good book you might want to check out.
No.
That does it for comics.